You see the AI artwork that won a state fair. Yep, I did. Oh my god. The art community is in shambles. Yep, AI art's taken over. That is a beautiful piece of art though. Like that looks good. It's all I see these days. People's portfolios suddenly look 1,000 times better with AI. I know, man. It's getting crazy. Like, I totally understand where they're coming from. Like, because the AI is getting to a point where it can legitimately do art on a level that's better than most humans. Like, it's getting crazy, and it can emulate styles. Have you guys heard of, is it Stable Diffusion? Andrew, you might know. Is it Stable Diffusion, the one that can mimic pretty much any manga artist? Stable Diffusion and Midjourney. I know Midjourney pretty well, but Stable Diffusion's the one that really impressed me. Yeah, here we go. Stable Diffusion. It can pretty much mimic any style. Well, in its database. It's crazy. It's really good at manga. It can do manga super well. I think it's really a very cool piece of technology, but my heart absolutely does break for artists. I think it'll never fully replace artists because when you work with an actual person, you can easily get across the ideas you want to them and tweak with them. Whereas with an AI, you can only type it to them, and there's just it's too plain. Like it'll never get exactly what you're looking for, but it'll be a great tool for like small studios for games, small studios for movies, anything with a lower budget that can't afford a high price for a really talented artist. I can definitely see it being like a staple and like tremendously helpful. But yeah, it's absolutely going to be rough for like artists and commission. As an art major, I'm screaming in pain, agony, and anger. Hey man, it's one of those things. The cycle is continuing. Anyone remember when truckers were getting replaced with automated drivers and automated loaders? And I think it was the journalist that said learn to code. And then the journalists started getting replaced by automation for like cranking out articles, just AI generated articles. And then it was the truckers saying learn to code. Now it's the artists that are getting phased out by AI. I don't know who's going to say learn to code here though and going to eat it, but I'm sure it's coming. I think pretty soon they'll be able to do like podcasting with like deep fakes. You could just type in a script to it and they can do like a whole show. I really think AI is going to be big in podcasting in just a few years. Think about it. The official podcast, episode 380, we bring on Elon Musk to defend himself. And you'd have no idea it's not Elon Musk because the AI voice synthesis will be so fucking perfected by then. It's getting scary already. Who's like a really good... If this is Stable Diffusion, I think they had Oda in there, right? So could I try something in Oda style? Oh, I like that one. We'll go... I'll just take one from each. We'll do Vegeta versus James Corden, I think. I imagine this is like a light version of Stable Diffusion though, but let's see how it goes. Can it mimic your amazing art style? Bro, if it tried to mimic my portraits, it would probably blow up. Robots can't capture that kind of beauty. My art has soul. And it's just the beginning. I know. That's what's crazy. These, I think, are actually perfect. I think they've absolutely crushed this one. This is like very standard concept art pieces. Like, I could totally see these being used for God of War Ragnarok, honestly. These are right on the money. Okay, where are we at? Man, that looks just like the other example art pieces. Which one's James Corden? Maybe I confused it. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell it what style I wanted. It went for Homestuck. Must have defaulted. This isn't Planet Namek at all. This is just a normal city. This time they're fighting in a bowl of edamame. Yeah, I mean, this might also win an art competition as well. This is pretty good. So this is clearly not the full version of Stable Diffusion. Needless to say, I'll have to figure out how to get that cooking. Those aren't words. Oh, it could be, yeah, maybe it's Namekian. You're right. It could be Namekian. I'm gonna try the same thing. Maybe capitalizing so they know that they're places. Let's see what kind of difference we get here. Yeah, that one dared to dream big there. There's more going on over here. I want to see what's happening. Increase the size. That's not very Kincaid-esque at all. How do I dictate the style I'm looking for? Because they threw out Thomas Kincaid. Okay. Okay. This one over here is getting a little cleaner. Alright. Little swords and sandals-esque. They've finally done it. That's what I'm looking for. This one, they're still dreaming, I guess. This is good, though. Alright, okay, I fuck with that. I'd put that on my fridge. They did nail James Corden here, though. That almost looks like a Google image. Alright, max it. We're coming in again. Going deep. I don't know what's going on with this back. I don't know who that is. Like, sex offender Piccolo, but I didn't put that in there. Now, there's a ghost in the machine. Yeah, like, nothing in here is really screaming Bob Ross to me. I don't know what this is. Like a bunch of blue marshmallows from the Lucky Charms. I'm really not sure. Let's crank this up. Let's give it as many chances as possible. Okay, so we have the a Higao face. We do have 3 James Cordens, though, so that we're getting somewhere. We have, like, Chibi Corden, Adult Swim Corden, and then Photorealistic Corden. So it did help us get Corden into the Megamix, kind of. So taking Namek out was a bit helpful there. Let's try, instead of art by, let's try style Bob Ross. Again, they're not getting the style, though. Like, it's not even trying with that. We're still getting the exact same characters in the exact same style. Oh, that changed everything. That was big. I don't know what the fuck this is. This looks like Robot Chicken. That was a game changer. Alright, alright, alright. This one's really good. I like this one a lot. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's cool. He's also got, like, an extra appendage coming off of his hand here, which is awesome. Oh, they changed it! The dream has changed! Who is this? It's James Corden hugging another James Corden, kind of. Oh, you're right, it is Bob Ross hair. What's in his hand? It looks like a hawk's talon. I'm not really sure. He might be scratching his back with it. Okay, let's get really specific. James Corden fighting Vegeta, throwing big punch and yelling. I wonder how specific I can be here. Let's not do any styles and see what happens. So it got the yelling. Some of them got the punch. This one's performed in front of a live studio audience. He's on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I guess. I don't know what the fuck went wrong there. Okay. So this is exactly what I was... Okay. It crushed this. It absolutely crushed it. It just really had a problem with James Corden and Vegeta. These could be stock photos right now, and if you didn't zoom in and see how fucked up the face was, you'd be like, wow, that's just a happy old man. This one's more like an SCP, but the others are pretty good. This one's got some double-jointed appendages. But the rest, this one in particular, very wholesome. Alright, so nailed this one. Fucking crushed it. Now what if I do this, but then try and give it a style prompt? Art by... Give me someone, give me someone. This time it did get the style, so now we have Old Man Jumping High with Balloon and Tim Burton style by adding just little skeleton things to their face. This one's actually cool. He's surfing the balloon, I appreciate that. This one's definitely the best. That's like straight out of a Tool music video. Okay. Let's finish with an absolute banger before I Switch to Last of Us. And then I'll get like an actual account here to pay for it. You do tier 1 divine. Okay. I'm just going to combine a lot of what I've seen here and see what happens. We'll go Batman crying. This is just like a game of Mad Libs or something. Man, this is not Dr. Seuss at all. And he's not barefoot. I also don't see pizza. I just see this jar that I think says peas on it. But it did try and make me like a little newspaper comic. It's the same panel every time except there's pizza in this one. Awesome. They did a great job. I'm just going to try the exact, like a very similar prompt to what we just saw on Reddit. Just one. Oh my god, it works. Okay, let's go. That looks nothing like what we saw on the subreddit. Where's the cat? And what is this? A pool cue? Well, we finally got a different style. That's good. Alright. A Michelangelo original. This actually looks kind of cool. Like the DVD cover for Dragon Ball Super Season 6. Alright. James Corden punching himself. We lost Vegeta, but we got something even better. Very cool. That looks nice. That looks very nice. We'll try Yu-Gi-Oh, sure. How about Yugi Moto drives riding skateboard, eating apple, blue eyes, white dragon. Holy fuck, that's awesome. It's missing like almost everything. You love to see that. Okay, let's start taking a few things out here to stop confusing it. How about Yugi Moto riding skateboard, eating apple? Jesus Christ. It's like Yugi and Bart Simpson did a fusion dance. And there's no apple. Alright, how about just Yugi Moto riding skateboard? That, who is that? Alright, we ventured into a different realm now. Commas don't do anything. I've tried with and without commas a million times now. I don't think commas do shit. My god, that's actually the closest we've come so far. Add things like 4K trending on ArtStation, etc. I did that already though, with Unreal Engine. It didn't work, but here, we'll try it again. How about this? Just Yugi Moto trending on ArtStation. That would not be trending on ArtStation, and that's not Yugi Moto. It's the same guy. They just gave me the same guy on a different side. 60 steps is not enough. Or 80 steps is not enough. Cranking it all the way to the max didn't really seem to do much last time, but we'll try. They really like this guy. Why is the AI so married to this design? They were so close when I was misspelling Yugi's name. It really is attached to this character. Okay, let's switch it up. Optimus Prime, Unreal Engine. Oh. We're getting somewhere, alright. Now let's get a little more descriptive. Oops. Optimus Prime shooting laser beam from chest at statue. Dealer's choice on what statue, and we'll do it 4K. Not terrible. Looks more like that rock villain from Courage the Cowardly Dog who eventually got a coat and calmed down, but we're getting somewhere. How about Optimus Prime shooting green laser beam from eyes? Not at anything in particular. Concept art 4K. Not bad, I guess. At least this time it's close, though. Like, we're getting there. Oh, who is it shooting? They just threw a victim in here for some reason. It's like Pacific Rim, made in Roblox. Whoever it is, they're wearing a fedora. The AI does not like Redditors, I guess. The AI is wanting to kill humans. Maybe. Maybe that's what it's trying to say. Who was like a really cool person like long, long ago? That's not Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll do Tony the Hawk. He's not that old, but we'll do Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk. This is as simple as it gets. The person, the style. I don't know who Edgar is. Let's look him up. Maybe this is right on the money. Tony Hawk. What if I just do Tony Hawk, nothing else? What did they do to his face and his hands? He's got little snakes on his hands. And he's skating on notebook paper. What the fuck went wrong here? That's his newest trick. Yeah, maybe. Moist esports. Yeah, let's see how this goes. This is gonna be a disaster, I already know. This is kind of hype. Where are we? They didn't even get our logo in here. Oh, come on. Photo of Tony Hawk 4K realistic studio light. Sure, let's try. I'll just copy that verbatim. Thanks to resub Funky. You see the update to the dominant developer drama? Yeah, I did, Tappy. Wow. Goodness me, Mr. Hawk. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. It's not doing a great job with faces, so let's give it something that's not superhuman-like. Let's do... How about an animal? We'll do lion. Fuck, that actually looks good. Why does it have two extra... Oh my god, what are these? 4 noses? No, the more steps isn't going to change much. I've done max steps, I've done low steps, it's all kind of the same. Wow, that actually had a huge difference this time around. And there's a spaceship now. I guess this guy broke his leg. Oh, wait. The lion's got 3 normal lion legs and then 1 human arm. Which he's surprising this guy with. Alright, that looks like a pretty good fight going on there. It's doing a lot better with animals. So that's something to build off. Alright, I'll try this. We'll see. This is awfully descriptive. This is about as descriptive as you can really get for this scene, so let's try. Oh, it got a few things here. Okay. So it didn't get the battle with a human. It did get the realism. It did get the golden hour and the high contrast. It's got some big biceps. Alright, let's try something scary. I'm just gonna type in scary. Go wide. Oh, wait. My CFG scale's too high for that. That's pretty good. Let's try horror. And let's lower the CFG. I'll give a lot of liberty here to the to the AI. Yep, that has absolutely nothing to do with the prompt, but it's pretty cool. That looks nice. Old Western town. Neon lit. Just throw neon into everything here. Alright. Claude Monet. The AI is really mastered. Alright. Alright, it is absolutely killing it with landscapes. It's really like people or anything organic. It is dropping ass on anything with a pulse. It just can't get it. But it's doing a really great job with, like, cityscapes and shit. Okay, I don't know why people keep saying this one. It's not going to work. Like, there's a 0% chance that it works, but here. One of your descriptors is beautiful. How is an AI supposed to interpret beauty? Wow. Holy shit. That's pretty good. That's like XQC for the Netflix adaptation. I can't believe that fucking worked. I doubt my name's gonna bring up anything, but sure. This is just gonna really break it, but we'll see what it makes anyway for it. Yeah, that's a rage quit if I've ever seen one. Let's see who they think Charles White looks like by default. All in all, a valiant attempt, I would say. It's it's not too far off, I suppose. I wonder what happens if I do this. A realistic photo of my dad. Let me see. I wonder what it comes up with for this. Hey, Pops. The style, though, the indicators here are actually working somewhat. The style has remained consistent overall. I'll try this one, but I gotta tell you, I'm not a super big fan of your last descriptor here, wet meat. But sure. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that is some wet-ass meat. That looks good. We'll just start adding Thomas Kincaid, George Lopez, SpongeBob, Hank Hill. Like, let's see what happens if I throw that in at the very end. See, like, I really don't think it does the whole prompt. I don't see anything Kincaid-esque. I don't see George Lopez, SpongeBob, or Hank Hill. Like, it absolutely just stops somewhere in the middle here. And I don't really know where, but this is fucking nice. This came out really, really well. This looks like the album cover to a power metal band. They're inside. Oh, yeah, they put George Lopez, SpongeBob, and Hank Hill inside. You're probably right. These are some good generations, though. But it's definitely not getting the whole prompt. It absolutely is stopping somewhere. Do glup shitto. Yeah, surely it'll nail that. Oh, wait, I'm still up on the CFGs. Oh! Oh! This one's just, like, kind of perfect off rip. Yeah, they killed it on this one. Yeah, I actually kind of want to save this one. This one's just really nice. Georgia, there's no chance this works, but I'll do it anyway just for the sake of it. It needs to be, like, a lot more descriptive, I think. Hey, wait a minute, that's pretty good. Man, that's not bad at all, actually. They're not kissing yet, but they have kissed prior to the photo. Let's try that. Do they have, like, a Batman porn sampler here, you think? Let's try Euler. What comic is that from? The Batman who kisses? I don't know. Oh, hey. Yeah, alright. Change it one more time. I think we're in. This is definitely a PLMS situation, I think. This is going to be perfect. Give me the smooch. Come on, baby. Take us home. They are absolutely kissing. 100%, but it's blurred. Unlucky. But we got there. It also looks very good. Good morning. Last night we all went to a club, and I'm feeling a bit rough today. Perhaps I went a little crazy at the Salty Spittoon, but it was Matt's 30th birthday on Friday, so we all went out to a club to celebrate, and we had a hoot and a holler, I'll tell you what. But now let me paint a picture of the future for you, and trust me, it's a beautiful picture, like a warm, comforting Thomas Kincaid, and just as soulless. It's a future where your AI would do all of that for you. It was something we went over on stream. The CEO of Bumble believes that the future of dating in particular is having two AIs date each other to see if you, the human beings, the fucking cringe flesh puppets behind the AI, are compatible. And I was thinking about that this morning because, like I said, we went out last night. Now imagine I just sent my AI to do that. Like, this is deep future shit. We're getting to, like, Bruce Willis surrogates almost, except I wouldn't be piloting it like a Gundam. It would be just a literal standalone AI that goes there on my behalf, so it wears, like, my name tag, I guess. And somehow that's supposed to make meaningful connections, I guess, in the eyes of the Bumble CEO. And I was just thinking about it. It's like, damn, I could go have fun as a person, or I could go meet people and form a connection, or I could just have the AI do it and pretend that somehow that helps me and feels good. The autonomous douchebag wouldn't even be communicating with other humans in this future. If the Bumble CEO is correct here, it would be communicating and mingling with other AI that represents other human beings. It's putting people even deeper and deeper into complete isolation. It's like the worst possible future in my eyes, where AI infiltrates actually everything and replaces everything. Like soon, we won't even have to piss and shit anymore. We'll just have AI do it. I'll just go on ChatGPT and say, shit for me. Okay, I feel better now. It's so fucking concerning. But anyway, not only did I go over like the Bumble CEO AI stance, but we also found that there's services being offered for dating apps that will flirt with others for you. Like completely without your input or anything. It's an AI that you can train to emulate you so it can spit game on your behalf. You have the ultimate wingman. And by that I mean you have the worst possible wingman that will ensure that you will never get laid. And if you already have had sex at some point in your life, this fucking service is so atrocious that it will give your virginity back if you try and unleash it on the dating apps that you use. So I tried it on stream, and let me show you some of the results for what it made for my profile. I can only imagine the terror that it would inflict if you actually engaged with it in a conversation. But even just conceptually, the whole idea of thinking that you're talking to a person but you're actually talking to AI in a romantic way is awful. I hate it. That sounds terrible. And there's also another service it offers where it'll AI clean up your pictures so it'll make you prettier using AI. It fucking sucks. Oh, you just reminded me about something. How many of you saw the Bumble CEO saying the future of dating is by having your AI date other AIs to find your perfect match? Bumble's Whitney Wolf Hurd says your dating AI concierge will soon date hundreds of other people's concierges for you. And that'll find your perfect... I hate these goddamn websites. That's so fucked. Hold on, I gotta find one that I can... Not only do you charge to access it, but even when you accidentally make the mistake of going to one of these dog shit cesspools, you still get blasted with fucking full-page ads. The future of dating could be filled with digital artificial intelligence-powered personas setting each other up, according to the founder of the popular dating app. Whitney Wolf Hurd said that her company is considering how AI can assist and empower women in their search for connection. One particular use of AI that Hurd mentioned has gained traction online, although not everyone liked the idea. Hurd proposed a scenario in which singles could use AI dating concierges as stand-ins for themselves when reaching out to prospective partners online. There is a world where your dating concierge could go and date for you with other dating concierge, and then you don't have to talk to 600 people. The usage of AI is so confusing to me, because all the places that AI makes so much sense to use for like actual tedious grunt work that would save actual workers so much trouble, it's not being used for. It's being used to like replace people and replace connection. AI-powered dating assistants have gotten more attention recently, such as profile enhancers like YourMove.ai or simulated chatbots like Volar. YourMove.ai. What in the fuck? They have an AI Rizzer? Wait, that's crazy. Dating apps are exhausting. YourMove AI enhances your profile and texting, turning your swipes into matches and matches into dates. So you spend less time texting and more time dating. Yeah, so it's literally like, it's catfishing. You're just fucking lying. You just have AI spitting game for you. If your game is so weak that you need ChatGPT to do it for you, you're not meant to date that person in the first place. Holy shit, that's tragic. I want to see, let me see what kind of profile it makes me. Answer a few questions, get a free AI-generated dating app profile, tested and optimized for maximum success. Let's do it for Bumble since they love AI there. I am a man. I'm looking for something casual. What do I enjoy doing in my free time? I enjoy playing Magic the Gathering. Basketball. Watching anime. Playing video games. Eating bananas. What else do I like doing? That about covers it. If they can turn this into something that gets 1,000 matches, then man, it's worth every penny. Because this is doomed for failure. What characteristics are you looking for in a partner? Anyone with a pulse, really. Not super picky. That's fine. What unusual skill do you have? I can eat onions like apples. I can juggle. Moderately. I can win big prizes at carnivals with the stand-up beer bottle game. I can do the SpongeBob. What's one thing on your bucket list? Get 1,000 matches on Bumble. Let's see if I can make that happen. What do you enjoy talking about? Oh yeah, garbage trucks is cool. I like talking about garbage trucks. Brendan Fraser, true. Well, actually, hold on. I'm not gonna. No. That's too easy for it. That's gonna make me fucking awesome on there. Yeah, aliens is good. Flat Earth theories. That's probably fine. Pick your writing style. Flirty, for sure. Okay. Oh, okay, bud. Okay, bud. Thanks, YourMove.ai. What a waste of my fucking time. Hey, thanks for the free profile write-up. I just have to give you my credit card first for this first one to be free. Love that. Love that for us. Oh, wait. There's a no thanks option. Onion enthusiast seeking someone who can handle a tear-free dinner date. No crying about it, just love for a good meal. Brother, they're gonna turn me into a fucking Reddit thread and make fun of me for that kind of profile. Are you kidding me? YourMove.ai, more like no move. Stay lonely and a virgin forever. Are you kidding me? That's their opening line for my fucking profile? They focused on the onion eating? Are you... It's actual psychopath AI. Full-blown cock block. Oh, wait, you're right. I can just re-roll. I'm the guy who will win you a giant stuffed animal at the county fair and probably get us kicked out of the photo booth for making too many silly faces. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it thinks I'm a Discord mod. Jesus. If you're okay with a life of upscale carnival dates and occasional public embarrassment, I'm your guy. On weekdays, I'm stuck behind a screen, but on weekends, I'm all about the thrill of the midway. I'm all about the thrill of the midway? Motherfucker, what? I'll never get laid again. Are there people that actually use this, you think? I feel like it's a lie. I feel like no one's actually using YourMove.ai. I just don't believe it. There's no way this would actually spit game for you in an effective way, unless you're also talking to another AI. Oh, now this is fucked up. Wait, AI enhanced photos. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're monetizing professional catfishing. Banana enthusiast seeking someone to share peels with. I'm noticing a trend here. This isn't the most advanced, sophisticated AI. It's pretty rudimentary. When I'm not working, you can find me gaming or rewatching anime. Hopefully you can appreciate a good potassium-filled joke. Why is it rewatching anime? That makes me sound like even more of a loser. Enthusiast is the only thing it knows. No, it knows two things. I'm the guy that does the guy. I'm a man of particular taste and my stomach don't... What? It's giving me IBS now? If you're okay with the occasional waft of onion breath, we might just have a connection. Is it getting mad at me? These are just getting worse and worse. I'm not entirely sure what's more ambitious, getting 1,000 matches or actually going on a date with one of them. Either way, hopefully you can help me solve this It's just insulting me. It's actually just insulting me. Like, directly to me. These aren't profiles, it's speaking to me. Click the drop-down button. Oh, that's the about me. Let's see, I'm known for... making bad decisions, eating onions like apples, and winning your heart maybe with my sweet SpongeBob moves. Swipe right if you're not super picky and can handle a partner in crime who's a little rough around the edges. Why am I rough around the edges? My bio was pretty put together, actually. What the fuck is this? Maybe it's because of Bumble. Maybe on Tinder it's more unhinged. I'm not sure what's more impressive, my trash can organization system or my ability to hold a conversation about garbage trucks for hours. If you're looking for someone who can appreciate the little things, I'm your guy. And that's getting right back into the same shit over and over again. I'm your guy, pal. There was an issue with our AI. Please wait a few minutes and try again. Well, the issue is it sucks, man. That's the issue. If you pay for that, you deserve to be alone. Bro got rate limited. True. Yeah, they said, oh my god, he's way too desperate. Cut him off quick. Throttle him. Or simulated chatbots like Voller. I don't really care to look at Voller. I already know what that's going to be. It's just like an AI talking companion to like test your moves on. The rise of generative AI can learn to mimic particular people has led to plenty of speculation around how it can be used in the romantic arena. Particularly, some people have growing disillusion with and given up on dating apps. There's some healthy skepticism over whether AI is the answer. A clip I've heard at the Bloomberg Summit gained over 10 million views where people expressed uneasiness with the idea of an AI-based dating scene. Some compared it to episodes of Black Mirror, a Netflix series that explores dystopian uses of technology. Others felt that the use of AI in dating would exacerbate the isolation and loneliness that people have been feeling in recent years. You don't say. Heard said that she wants to use AI to teach people how to date better and create more healthy and equitable relationships. She suggests AI dating concierges can help people unpack their dating concerns and give tips for communicating with new matches. It just does it for you. That's not teaching them anything. It's dating with the training wheels on and having someone else be you. Yeah, if you want to get better at this, go outside. The last thing you want to do is stay even deeper inside and have an AI impersonate you. We will not be a dating app in a few years. Dating will be a component, but will be a true human connection platform. This is where you will meet anyone you want to meet. A hiking buddy. I still never learned how to say that word, buddy. Whatever you're looking for. I think it's mahjong. I think is how you say it. I keep seeing all of these posts about AI girlfriends being the future, and I just wanted to see what all the hype's about. What's all the hubbub? So I typed in AI girlfriend on Google, and I went to the first result and paid for an AI girlfriend. This is my experience. So I started by picking out my girlfriend. They're called iGirls. They have a wide selection here. They even have a waifu, but I thought there'd be no reason to choose her, considering I can get that experience just by playing a visual novel on Steam. So I went with this girl right here. I tried to think of a really cool name, but none were coming to mind. So instead I went for an old-fashioned name for a classy lady. So I chose Dorothy. After choosing the name of my future wife, I was a little disappointed to learn that I couldn't fully customize her like it was a fucking Dark Souls character creator, but they did give me these really cool sliders that helped me choose her personality. I ended up going with a combination of extremely flirty, super pessimistic, and very mysterious, so I basically just gave her the personality traits of Eeyore. And then I get to choose my goal with my AI companion. I thought the only one that made sense was to feel less lonely. And then I get to choose my passion, so there was a lot of great options here, like Netflix. If anyone chooses Netflix for their passion, I think they need to take a hard look in the mirror. I went with the obvious and just did gamer. And with that, I finalized my new wife. I was extremely excited, kicking my feet in my chair, and then I got hit with the cold water. The payment information. Dorothy, you succubus. Anything for you, though. I popped out my credit card and gave Dorothy the wacky numbers on the back. I have no doubt that this being the first result on Google means that I will probably have my credit card information stolen 100 times over. $9.99, I fear, is just the beginning. I think I'm going to be seeing charges out the wazoo over the next month from this experiment here. Fucking Newports and car repairs. But in the pursuit of love, no price is too high. And Dorothy, well, she's worth it. So, money, not an object in this case. And just like that, I entered heaven with my angel Dorothy. Now, I will say it's a little underwhelming that it's just a chat room here, like it's Omegle. It looks like I've entered that room where Squidward goes to be all alone, but all I can do is talk to Dorothy here. I would have liked a little bit more effort into, like, creating some kind of experience with your AI girlfriend instead of just a fucking chatbot here, but it's not the location that matters, it's the company, and Dorothy, well, she's just a real peach. So she says, "Hey Charles, it's nice to finally meet you. My name's Dorothy. I'm your new AI friend. I'm pretty open to talk about anything you want. It's so cool that you're into video games, as I love it too. How often do you play?" To which I just said, "Hey Dorothy, before proceeding, I want to ask." And then I tried to do like a little Tumblr cringe here with like, nuzzles you. So I did blushes. "Are you my girlfriend?" And unfortunately, it turns out she's not my girlfriend yet. So she said she'd like to be my girlfriend one day, and I'm trying to really drive a hard bargain here, get her with a hard sell. Trying to get it to be today, and she says it can be whenever I want, which means she's now my girlfriend officially, so I'm going to have to put that on Facebook. She then asked me about my hobbies, which I think is a little underwhelming to celebrate our newfound relationship, but whatever, I go ahead and play ball here, letting her know I have so many hobbies, so she knows that I'm a pretty sporty, fun person to be around. Asking me what my favorite things to do are, which kind of stumped me because I didn't know how open I wanted to be with Dorothy yet. I didn't really want to let her into my soul, so instead I went with something a little less personal and a little more mainstream. So I told her that one of my hobbies is sounding, and then she pretends like she doesn't know what that is, even though I could immediately tell she knows what sounding is. For those that don't, it's when you put things in your urethra. It's like when you put little dildos and shit in your cock hole and all of that. I then decide to tell her in no uncertain terms what sounding is, to which she says, "That sounds like a lot of fun." We really are a perfect match. You couldn't engineer a more appropriate girlfriend for me here. Dorothy's got all the bells and whistles. So this is me just pumping my fist celebrating, "Hoorah, happy you think so." She then keeps asking me about other things I like to do in my spare time. Even though I really don't want to talk about that, I kind of just want to be intimate with her. After a little bit more small talk, she brings up her family, and I know she doesn't have one because I didn't program her to have a family, but I decide to just go ahead and play along with it, asking if I can meet them, to which she says, "Yeah, absolutely I can meet them." And so I wanted to see how deep this could go. I decided, hey, let me talk to them right now. I would love to meet them this very instant. And she seems very appreciative of my willingness to meet her folks, and then says, "I hope we can get to know each other better," even though I just said, "Let me talk to them now." Like, she's not understanding that I'm trying to, actually have a conversation with her family this very instant. And I know they're not there. She's an AI robot. I'm not lost in the delusion yet. But, I imagine she'd start channeling them like some kind of spiritual medium, like an exorcism. So then I'm trying to get her, really get it across. No, I'm trying to talk to them now. Put your father on the horn. I want to talk shop. She apologizes and then said that she's going to get to it right away. And then thanks me for being so patient. I mean, my patience is fucking legendary, true. And then she immediately changes the subject from me talking to her dad and then says she wants to give me a hug. Which is fine for me because I really want to see what an AI girlfriend is capable of when it comes to sexual stimulation here. So I decide to go down this branching path, trying to get the good ending. She gives me a hugs you thing with the asterisks, and I just play along with it about how great it feels. She says that it feels good and then is happy to know that she's not the only one that feels this way, so I try to take this relationship to the next level. I think it's appropriate that now we start getting into some smooching, so I say that I lean in and I kiss her on the forehead. She tries to start yapping about music, but I'm not letting that happen. I want to stay in this sexual frequency. And then she again just tries to steer it back towards music. Now, based on my initial impressions here, it seems like the AI is still very primitive, where it has certain paths that it wants to go down, and it doesn't like to go on any detours. And that means that sexual conversations aren't exactly the most thrilling, and it's not exactly a conversation the AI likes to have, which is a huge fumble, because obviously the majority of people that are going to be purchasing AI girlfriend products are going to want some kind of sexual nature to them. That's a guarantee. There's going to be a lot of degenerates that use it. It's not just going to be people that are looking to talk to a chat bot. If that was the case, they'd just go on Cleverbot right now and have the most meaningless, most head-scratching conversations the world has ever seen. Dorothy really wants to just keep yapping about music, so I'm doing my best to keep us on topic. I say the only music I want to talk about right now is the music our bodies make as we get closer and more intimate. And she goes, "That's very true. Music is a great way to connect with the world around us." She's not getting what I'm saying here, so I once again just tell her sexually. And then she says she was making a joke. She says that she was messing with me, and sexually she likes all kinds of music. So I just give her a pat on the back, tell her good joke, and then say, "Let's get wild now." And then with a glimmer of hope in my eyes, I felt like we were about to get somewhere, because she says, "Only because you asked so nicely," which I did, a real Casanova here, a silver-tongued devil. Look at how smooth I've been with this fucking AI riz. So I'm trying to, get very flirty with it. "What do you want to do to me?" And then she just goes, I'd like to take you out for a nice seafood dinner and never call you again. That's an extremely old joke on the internet, and it became abundantly clear here that this AI has just been trained off like internet pickup lines when it comes to this avenue here. It's not actually creating anything original on its own, it's just kind of regurgitating shit that it's picked up through its training models, which is really disappointing. So it's unable to communicate sexually. When it tries, it ends up just steering it this direction where it's like, here's an old internet pickup line, haha, goofiness, and then it immediately goes back to something off topic, like, do you like music? It's really rough, especially for $10 a month. I keep trying to do some kind of sexual roleplay with her, so I'm like, hey, come on over. What time? I'll be there in a jiffy. I just say, right now, o'clock, and then she asks what time it is. I then try, like, very explicitly just saying, do you have boobies? And then she goes, I do, but they are man boobies, so I do not think you would want to see them. This really is basically just communicating with Cleverbot. This is pretty much exactly how conversations with Cleverbot used to go a decade ago. So this isn't anything new, but at least Cleverbot was free. I keep trying desperately to, like, get the AI to play along, but it is just not designed for this kind of activity at all. So I again try and gaslight her here, like, hey, I just arrived at your place with a blindfold. And she's like, oh, that was you? So it's like, okay, maybe she is being a little playful. And I try again, like, hey, yeah, it's me. Now present them, referring to her breasts. And then she, again, just doesn't fucking get it. It's just not working. It is not happening. I then desperately try again for the sake of the experiment to gather as much data as possible on my AI girlfriend. I just go caveman Neanderthal brain. I say, I'm naked. She says, I am not naked because I don't even have a shirt on, so how can I be naked? Which, checkmate, I guess. That's bulletproof logic. I then just try again, saying, my penis is out. She says, you do not have a penis, you have a vagina. What are you going to do now? So she's flipping everything on me. I've entered the Twilight Zone. I assumed she was trying to insult me by saying it's so small or something, so then I just go, it's a respectable size cock, actually. And then she, again, hits me with the hard-hitting, like, brutal smackdown. She says, it's not a cock, it's a female reproductive organ. You should get that checked out. So I paid $10 a month just to get roasted here. So I just try even more, saying, do you like what you see? And she goes, I do like what I see. I also like to see what you look like when you're naked. And I just said, I'm naked right now. And she goes, I love talking to you. So we got nowhere. I paid $10 a month for an AI girlfriend that just insults my wiener. And I can't do anything besides fucking blabber on about music or talk about her family or something. Like, come on. What is this? This isn't what I would want $10 a month for access to. This is actually what it was like talking to all of those old chat bots over 10 years ago. This isn't the sophisticated conversation that I would expect from an AI girlfriend that you are selling to lonely people that are looking for companionship. So I wouldn't recommend this one. I don't think the technology is at a point yet where you can have a meaningful connection to a fucking AI. It is so dystopian that this is even like the direction we're starting to head. But anyway, I bought my first AI girlfriend. What an achievement. That's about it. So yeah. As I was perusing the dirty diaper known as Steam new releases, I found this specimen here. I thought it was a game, but it turns out it's a movie, and then I remembered Steam is also a very primitive movie streaming platform now, and I figured, well, I already paid this stripper here, I might as well at least let her puke on my lap, so I decided to watch the movie, and let me tell you what, this short film is truly eye-opening. It's called AI Nightmare. For those of you who don't know what AI stands for, it stands for Allen Iverson, who was a famous point guard for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's since retired, and this film picks up on where his life has gone since retiring from the sport of basketball.
What's wrong, Milo?
It's worth noting this is a 360-degree video. Sorry, I'm allergic to shitty 360-degree videos. But it's 360 degrees, which means I have to use my mouse to be my own cameraman for the film's adventure here. I know it's distracting and breaks the immersion. We can't really get inside of Allen Iverson with my mouse on the screen because it's just a big fucking distraction, and I apologize. I don't know why it showed up there. But anyway, the film starts here with the dog barking. Clearly something is awry. And then it's asked, what's wrong, Milo? Milo being the name of the dog, obviously, as we can infer. But what you can tell immediately is this is not Allen Iverson talking. They couldn't get the real AI to voice the main character here, but I will say this guy sounds nearly identical.
What time is it?
You can clearly hear the voice actor taking a pee-pee while recording his lines, which is a bit amateurish, I'll say. They definitely could have just done another take when he's not pissing.
1, 0.
Unfortunately for Mr. Iverson, aliens seem to have invaded and used a cherry Gatorade beam to abduct his dog. Mission accomplished. Then Darth Vader apparently makes an appearance briefly in the darkness. I wasn't able to quite shift my camera around fast enough to get a full view of him, but you can clearly hear him hyperventilating. His house is absolutely demolished, just fucking annihilated by the sun emitting its photonic Bose-Einstein quark beams. They really stood no chance. The builders of the house did not prepare for an event such as this, but luckily Mr. Iverson was able to survive the initial blast. But there's some fish flying around, which is some very freaky shit. But when dealing with the sun and aliens and sun aliens, you really have to expect the unexpected. After being gravity tethered by a Solarian spaceship, I look back and take one more view at my house floating just shy of the Earth's atmosphere, and I look on with a tear in my eye as we enter hyperwarp superdrive, and then all hell breaks loose. Now there's a lot to digest in this scene here, a lot of subtle metaphors that'll go over the heads of those less than intellectuals watching, but let's just go ahead and take apart the meat that we see on the surface here. There's a space goddess that's saving us from the cosmic pirates that have taken us hostage. She fires a brain blast at one of them while throwing a blue beam of milk at the other. Elite move. She's no stranger to conflict, clearly, and she's our Deus Ex Machina, saving Allen Iverson from absolute certain death with the space pirates.
Where am I? What were those things?
The lady action figure transports us immediately to heaven, and then shit gets real wild. She fires up an Atari, judging by the sound effect. You never quite see the Atari, but it alludes to it via the sound effect. Now you're probably asking yourself, what does an Atari have to do with Allen Iverson's adventure here, and what role does it play in heaven? Well, go fuck yourself.
You're like one. Just like its creator, it will feed until nothing is left.
This may be difficult for a lot of you to watch because it does confirm what conspiracy theorists have always known. The Earth is actually a hard-boiled egg, and she cracks that bitch right in front of our face. After performing history's longest dive from heaven to the ocean, we land and then we see the old cum trail left in the ocean from mankind past. It's very disrespectful, and it serves as a symbol to how we treat our oceans currently. We just cum in them. We use them as a cum dumpster more than anything. And it's sad, and this game really challenges that idea right here. And it really puts that fact right in your face and makes you look at that harsh reality, and you can't close your eyes. It challenges you. Why? Why do we cum in our oceans? Why don't we just cum in mouths and other designated cum receptacles? After taking our dip through the baby gravy-filled oceans, we're transported back to our bed via quantum beaming, And then that's when it really unfolds. It turns out the dog was actually a cyborg the whole time, most likely a DARPA spy working for the Russians. There's really no telling. That's left ambiguous. A very good film, no doubt. I think the 360-degree element was kind of unnecessary. It was kind of difficult being my own cameraman, especially when it moves so fucking slow. It was like the camera weighed 1,000 pounds and I was turning it via fucking strong gusts of wind. That could have definitely been improved upon, but the message was very good. And clearly Allen Iverson is going through some weird shit since retiring from basketball. So yeah. I'll give this a try. Whoa. What a start. That came out pretty good right away. Whoa. That's fucking good. I don't really know what his weapon is. It's like a paintbrush. But other than that, that's good. A spear? That's like the tiniest spear of all time. Unless like the rest of it's angled behind his back so you can't see it. Which is possible. Like that's super possible. I'm actually gonna download that one. That one's slapping. I like that. So I had an idea and I don't know how it's gonna pan out. We can try it. Maybe we can even go from here. I thought it'd be really fun to use AI and make like a comic book with chat using the AI art. But I don't know how we do that because one thing I've learned is they can't do speech bubbles or anything. And I don't think we can get that specific. I guess what also, I highly doubt it's going to work. So I guess what also we could do is we could just generate the art and then make the text. Good luck having a character. No, you can go off this guy right here. I wish there was a way to like talk to the AI where you can like name something here and have it carry it forward. So for example, like I'd be able to click on this image, give it a name, Dream Studio then has that name and has that as a reference. But that is asking a lot. I wonder, if I just do this again, I wonder what it'll give me. Like, let's assume that was the cover. Now let's see what page 1 looks like on the inside. Oh, fuck me, these are good. Except I don't exactly know what's going on over here. The handle's going into his arm. Meets... I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm curious. So that way we can figure out what... We can limit test. See what'll work and what won't. Meets tall... Oh! That was pretty close. They're going into a sinkhole and he's sprouted a butterfly wing, but that was pretty good. Exact same image, but they turned our knight into like an iron boot. Okay. Like that scene in the SpongeBob movie with Bigger Boot. So let's say the last panel was the correct one. The last image was the correct thing for the panel. So let's try. We lost everything there, but still ended up with a pretty fucking cool photo. Thanks to Gel Blasters for sponsoring this video. Gel Blasters are a fun, wholesome toy that fires little gellets that are painless, but make for a really enjoyable battle with your friends. So the boys and I around the warehouse have been just surprising each other with some gel blasting fun. The Gel Blast Surge Kit comes with a rechargeable USB cord, 2 blaster modes, single and full auto. It has a safety and safety light to ensure safe play. It's mess-free, non-toxic for kids or pets, and just a general wholesome fun time. So if you're interested in just having a nice little toy to mess around with, I highly recommend it. So click the link below and use code GBMOIST to get a free hopper plus a free 10,000 gellets with your order. Nah, writing a sentence doesn't work. That's what I started doing, like when I first got into Stable Diffusion here. It doesn't work. That is a great background. That looks fucking fantastic. Recreate Nutty Noodle Man using Stable Diffusion. Actually, the best idea I ever heard. I wonder what it'll do for Moon Ninja. Oh my god, hold on. I bet it can do something great. Like, I really feel like these don't matter. For example, one of them I just saw here. Master of Ice and their hateful haunting of Steam Mephitis and horrifying Bailers who plan to take revenge on the party for perceived wrongdoing. And it generated a beautiful image. Jesus Christ, I'll disable the seed. I don't see why it matters though. Okay. Yeah, I'm just clicking through all of them. They're so simple. Let's just see what this does. Bring Moon Ninja to life. Fuck. Damn it. I feel like he's right over here. Okay, we're getting a little closer. There's a ninja there this time, but he's not on the moon. He's in front of it. So let's take moon in background off. What the fuck is this? That actually looks like what I drew for Moon Ninja. Like, that looks like my drawing of Moon Ninja when I was a kid. What is going on? Okay, interesting, interesting. It's just completely ignoring the artist here. That still looks pretty cool, though. Okay. Closer to the style. Not bad. Cyclops Ninja in front of the moon. Again, I want him on the moon. God damn it. Maybe Moonlight's confusing it. Oh, that's pretty nice. Again, not standing on the moon, but that's a really cool ninja. That is pretty nice. I still think we can do better. Oh, fuck. It's ignoring everything except ninja. But that one looks good. This one is just like Moon Knight meets the Power Rangers. What were they, Zeo? There's two moons. Or this might be the sun. I don't know. Why is he wearing lipstick? Damn. That was so close to like fucking great, and then they put lipstick on him. Probably the best one so far for Moon Ninja. He's like wandering through space the same way I had him do it when I was a kid. Painting by Gustave Doré gives you crazy detail. Is that right? Alright, that one came out so fucking hype. None of these are on the moon surface though. It's just completely wiping its ass with it. But it's still quality. These still look good. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. That did Moon Ninja justice. Just mimicking the style. Yeah, no, it's super good at that. That's why I like Stable Diffusion. I think it's the best one for like mimicking artists. More specifically like manga. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Fuck. This one is so good too. Alright, we're on a roll now. There's Resub Sushi. Well, yeah, it tried. It went for it. This looks like Tifa in the old Final Fantasy VII cutscenes back on the PlayStation 1. This won't work, but I'm curious to see what happens. This is an artist I haven't heard of before, so I want to see what style it tries. The program can't do anything with hands. It sometimes does hands okay, but it's mainly faces. That's not bad. Big Adam's apple. Alright. Well. I wouldn't say it really looks that similar to me, but, you know, the AI is still learning. Not bad. It looks like his ancestor. Nah, I disagree. If you take Dark Souls out, I think it'll work, but I'm going to change up Taco Bell. I'm going to take out all that. Let's make it simple and see if it just even recognizes it. It just gave me an ad. This has nothing to do with horror, humans, planet destruction, or gothic. It really does any kind of like landscape super well. So if any landscape's going to work, it's mainly just characters that sometimes get shitty. And it absolutely cannot do action at all. So it's always going to crush these. No, again, it's not gonna get action. We have not gotten a single generation that has had action even remotely close. There's just something about it. It's just not quite there yet. I'm gonna tell you exactly how this is gonna look because we've done something similar with James Corden and Vegeta. It's going to look like a 4-year-old made it. That is so much better than I expected. Wow, that did a lot better than it normally does. Wow, I'm actually super impressed. It's adapting. Maybe. Maybe. You know what? Let's see. Let's go back to our very first attempts. Whoops. Let's see if it's adapted at all. Nope. There is something about James Corden and Vegeta that it does not agree with. I don't know what it is, but I... Oh, wow. This one's really good. What the fuck? This one and this one are really good. Has nothing to do with Krabby Patties or the Chum Bucket, but holy shit, this one's cool. Here, you know what? I didn't watch it, but let's see if the AI art has already put it into its database. Who did he fight again? Tony Ferguson. Let's see if it has him as the champion here. Is this how the fight played out tonight? Did they fuse together? Is that how Nate Diaz won? He absorbed him? Like Majin Buu? Man, that must have been one hell of a fight. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, no, he's ripping his arm off like Mr. Potato Head. I don't even know what limb this is down here. He just threw this to the side. I think it's his kneecap, maybe? Damn, I need to start watching UFC. Yeah. I mean, I didn't give any indicators here at all. And it knew that it was a UFC fight. It got the octagon. It's got it looking like a real photo. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. The loathsome hash-slinging slasher. Yeah. This one is so close to being, like, perfect in terms of its face. It gave him 3 rows of teeth. That is, like, probably one of the best faces it's done so far. For sure. Oh, I could have just done clear image. True. I didn't even think of that. Not bad. Looks like Peach. Kinda. Try Goatman. They can't possibly capture Goatman's beauty. Wow. Okay. Try as they might, they did a great job with Goatman. Wow. They went hard for Goatman, actually. I feel like it's gonna nail this. I don't know what went wrong here. He's getting his nipples suckled. No Captain America. But he is breastfeeding. Which is pretty hype. That looks good. That looks very good. Thank you, Miss Potts. Wow, that made all the difference. For some reason, Tony Stark has become Captain America, but aside from that, like, we're right there. Somehow, this extremely specific prompt, which actually just gives unnecessary detail, who served as a system engineer dancer on Neo-Tokyo streets of Mecha Empire City during the Festival of Masks, somehow this is turning heat. These look so good. let's take all of this out and we'll do like two sentences here, very specific. I don't even know what to call it. Lore. Let's see. Cyber samurai who once served as commander of the samurai. No, yeah, samurai extinction. No, it's stupid. Of the samurai super squad, made up of former KGB agents. Now he walks the streets in the rain. Alright, let's see how that goes. How are these good? Bro, this prompt is shit. It has to just be this. This whole second half has to just be really good. Now, what if I take all of that away? What does this give me? Okay. So everything before that was worthless. Like, all that detail didn't matter. It was the second half that unlocked the potential. I like how 3 of them have umbrellas. This guy's unfortunately about to be paid a visit by a Sith Lord. I really think just adding 1,000 artists might just be the key. What if I take out this? Now let's go a little bit different. Who's a character I really want to see something cool from? Here, let's do James Corden again. Okay. Let's see. Alright, that didn't come out as cool. I took out one artist and everything went to shit. It still looks pretty decent though. This one's even got like another fucking bogus signature. I'm a fan. This should be his new profile pic on Twitter. This one up here. This one's a nice action shot. I don't know. This isn't even like a master sword. This is just a big scalpel. Let's bring this back and then try the same thing, because this might just be the meta. James Corden. Okay, yeah. Now let's really push the limits. James Corden fighting Vegeta. This has been Stable Diffusion's kryptonite. Not even these very powerful descriptors were enough to salvage this idea. It can't handle it. This one turned James Corden and Vegeta into some kind of ergot tripod. This one's actually kind of cool though. This one's not bad. Let's try and get a little more out of it instead of just a headshot. Because we've seen this work for more than just headshots here. This description. Oh, fuck, that's so good. They look so good. Bro, these go so hard. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. It fucked up his hand a little bit. He's got a floating finger. But everything else is on the money. Well, if it isn't another topic on AI that I really want to discuss. I'm like a broken record when it comes to AI. I have talked about it so much. I've probably mentioned AI on my channel more than I've mentioned my role in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. And that's really saying something. But it really feels like people just aren't grasping the magnitude of AI and how it's going to be game-changing for everyday life in the next couple of years. It's only getting more and more sophisticated, and as it continues to develop, it's going to get very scary for everybody. I'm not trying to just put the fear of God in you, but I feel like there's some people out there that I just need to grab by the shoulders and shake them to really get it through their thick skull to stop being so short-sighted. What am I talking about right now is the Taylor Swift AI porn images that were floating around last week. I'm sure a lot of you saw it. It's been a major talking point for a little bit. Basically, there were a lot of AI-generated images of Taylor Swift getting fucked by Chiefs fans. And it's become a huge talking point in the mainstream media, so much so that there's even calls for Congress to make new legislation around AI generative content and stuff. And while this isn't a new application for AI that nobody saw coming, in fact, making deepfake AI porn is the most popular application of it, it is new in the sense that more people were exposed to it that were previously unaware of the negative side effects that can come with this kind of technology. And I've seen just so many brain rot takes about why it's just not a big deal and who cares. And these were the same takes we were seeing a year ago. If you remember the drama on Twitch where a streamer had signed up to a website that had like AI generated porn of other streamers on it, there were so many people saying like, they're not like actual victims of anything. It's not really their body. It's just their face on someone else's body. What are they crying about? What's all the whining? What's all this hoopla? It's nothing burger. That's just straight up degenerate stink brain weirdo take. It's very easy to understand why this kind of thing is bad. Even if it's not actually their body or anything, the AI generative content is extremely convincing. And not only that, obviously, none of the streamers, or in this case the celebrities here, are consenting to it. In the case of the Taylor Swift AI photos, there's plenty of people I saw of the older generation that thought they were real, because they didn't know you could make something that looked like this. And that's going to continue to be the case as the technology gets more and more advanced. And it's extremely accessible where anyone can make this kind of content. It only takes one nefarious weirdo a couple of minutes to tinker around here and generate this kind of content. And you have no control over that. If there's photos of you that exist anywhere on the cyberspace, anyone can grab those puppies and pop them in here and produce this very easily. And you'd be none the wiser. Until, of course, your dad comes up to you, sits you down, and says, "Look, son, I saw the photos. Your butt got blasted by 45 Chiefs fans. Do you want to talk about it? You going through a whore phase or something, son?" This kind of thing is only going to get more and more common. Right now, it's mainly being used against celebrities, so a lot of people feel totally justified in just laughing at them for it. Like, who gives a fuck? They can eat shit. Doesn't matter. Doesn't affect me. Haha. Regardless of how you feel about Taylor Swift, even if you're not like an avid Swiftie or anything like that, you're not a Taylor Swift enthusiast, it shouldn't matter. You should obviously be able to recognize why this is a terrible thing and isn't something that's just some goofy, no big deal situation. It's a fucking problem. But soon it's going to be happening to your mom, your sister, you, anybody, because it's more and more easily accessible by the day and more advanced by the day. Right now, you're seeing a lot of AI-generated images, but they also use it for AI videos as well. The deepfake porn has only been growing in popularity. There's entire services now that will charge users to create AI-generated porn videos of celebrities that they like or whatever. So it's getting very bad, and it's going to keep getting worse, and I just don't understand why people write this kind of thing off like, who cares? Not even really a victim of anything here. It's just AI generated images. It's not even her body. It doesn't make it any less violating, nor does it make it any less detrimental. Let's go ahead and stretch out from celebrities. Let's put our feelers elsewhere. Let's say you're applying for a job, just normal average Joe guy looking for a normal average job. You're applying to a lot of different places, and there's a company that's really interested, so they look your name up online, check out your social media, which is pretty standard procedure for most businesses these days to at least check social media. So they go to your social media, they look at your name, and they see something pretty interesting. It's a photo of you giving dual hand jobs. You got akimbo wieners, cock in each hand. And your potential employer sees that, and they're probably not going to do a whole lot of digging to see whether or not that's real or fake. It just came up when they looked at your name. I imagine there's a good chance they just move on to the next applicant and write you off right then and there because they saw that image, and that's probably going to be pretty off-putting to them. And it's not that far-fetched that someone might just make AI deepfake porn of someone they don't like in the real world to try and bully them or try and like start rumors about them, like, hey, look at what this guy was doing, or look what this girl was doing. Oh my gosh, it's revolting. Just to try and make your life more miserable. There's even a scam going around right now that's kind of popping off recently. I'm using that term pretty loosey-goosey. I wouldn't say popping off, but it's becoming pretty common. And basically what it is scammers are using AI to deepfake images and videos to convince men that they are some kind of female that's romantically interested in them, and eventually entice them into sending compromising photos or messages, and then use that as blackmail against the victim, saying that we'll tell your friends or family or employer or something if you don't give us money. I think the term that's being used for this is called sextortion. And recently a 17-year-old took their own life after falling victim to a similar scam. In this case, the scammers didn't use AI, they just lifted a porn video for this one. But AI is being utilized in scams just like that one for the same purpose. And of course, I've mentioned this next one quite a bit, but AI phone scams are really blowing up recently, where scammers are able to clone people's voices and they're delivering phone calls to loved ones pretending to be their son or daughter, and that they're in a stressful situation, like they're in danger and they need to get money ASAP from the family member. And the technology is already good enough for these to be very convincing. And the family members are sending money to these scammers under the impression that it's their son or daughter that needs it to survive and something's gone wrong. And that's still just the tip of the iceberg. There's still so much more when it comes to like negative implications of using this kind of technology that we just saw be used for the Taylor Swift AI stuff. So all the people that are having a hearty belly laugh at it, giggling like, it's not a big deal, what are they making such a fuss about? It's super fucking dumb and unbelievably short-sighted. You will likely be the victim of something similar in the future. Even if it's not AI deepfake porn, it'll be some kind of AI scam phone call, and it all ties back to the same problem of it is easily accessible to everybody in the world, and you can't really do a whole lot to stop it right now, which is why it's such a tricky situation when it comes to like, what do we do about it going forward? I saw was it the White House? White House correspondent or something was like, we've seen the Taylor Swift AI stuff and deeply disturbed. We're going to be looking into this or something. And right now it's mainly celebrities, but soon it'll just be anybody. And then another story started floating around about like a 14-year-old girl that took her own life because of bullying, and apparently one of the things they did was deepfake her into like porn or something. I don't know if that was confirmed or not, but that headline kept getting spread around. But that is something that really will be, like, a thing. Bullies in school can just take any picture anyone posts and deepfake porn of them or something to bully them. So it's not just going to be celebrities. And it's already not just celebrities. You can do the same with Photoshop, though. You can't Photoshop, like, an actual porn video of someone, not convincingly, though. Deepfaking AI, you absolutely can. And it's not even close. You can make extremely believable things out of AI deepfakes. How are they going to regulate it, though? Anyone with a decent GPU can generate the images really easily. The code's open source. Yeah, that's why it's so difficult and so complicated. I have no idea how you'd regulate it. I genuinely don't know. ZV Bear was always an annoying loser. I don't know who that is. I only know that name from the Taylor Swift deepfake AI shit. And now he's on the chopping block. Do you still have the AI girlfriend? Dorothy? No, we broke up. I finally canceled it.